Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I'm partially doing these reviews right now to kill time. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, because I have to, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work. I found some shit to review for you. And yeah, that's the case today. I got off work kind of a while ago. I sort of putzed around a little bit, talking with a friend after work. And when everything was said and done, I was like, I know I need supplies, right? So I went over there, decided to head out to Walmart, as I've been known to do. And I knew I had specific things, that I knew I needed to get. That's the fun of doing these things live, folks. Where was I going with that? I lost my damn rhythm, you asshole. Anyway, but no, I knew I had to get certain things, but I always try to keep my head on a swivel, try to find stuff, potentially review. See, I got it back. Fuck that guy. But no, so I was looking around trying to find some stuff, and there actually was something that I kind of had in my head because I knew it existed, but I didn't know if I'd missed it. So what is it, folks? It happens to be, boom, from Pringles. It is their beer braised steak flavored chips. Sure. I've already reviewed their beer can chicken chips. They did a run of these, and I found those easy enough. But they had two other flavors. I do have the other one. That's going to be my next review. And so I was like, trying to find them. Finally found some. So let's get a thing for the thing here. I don't know how the... Yeah, we'll do it like that. That's way better. And let's give these a go. Beer braised steak, eh? I cannot say that I've ever had beer braised steak. I like steak, but I don't eat it often. Partially because... I do this, and I don't exactly get paid lots of money. But, let's commit a crime against nature. Let's eat a single Pringle. Single Pringle. Let's get our baseline. Ooh. That's a tasty baseline. Okay. There's some stuff going on there. Because here's the thing. Fundamentally, this shouldn't be that hard to pull off. Like, I've had steak seasoned chips. That's a thing. It's not that difficult to make happen. The beer aspect of it is obviously, the most unique aspect of it in this instance. And that's going to be the thing that's probably going to be a little bit harder to pull off. But there's definitely something going on there. Okay. Let's do it. I usually do 2 Pringles. Okay. It takes a little while for the flavor to start moving, but once it does, okay. Yeah, it's got kind of a savoriness to it. Okay. It has a little bit of a steaky vibe. I'm not going to say that these are particularly fantastic steak-flavored chips. I've certainly had ones in the past that are just much more forward with the steak flavor. These... And then, yeah, there is kind of a light almost sort of hoppy vibe to it. It's got that kind of, I guess, slight bitterness, but, it's not really, in this instance, it's not bitter, but, it has kind of a slight hoppy taste to it. So I get what they're going for with the beer and the steak, because it does have that sort of savory steak aspect, and then there's definitely a little bit of sort of a little bit of a beer kind of vibe. It's not strong. They definitely could have done way more with this, but yeah, I get where they're going with it. Let's try. I'm gonna do 3. I will go no higher than 3. But let's give it 3. Unsurprisingly, 3 has the most flavor. Yeah, it's just, I get what they're going for with it, but I feel like this could have been executed to a much greater extent. And I don't know if they just decided to kind of, pussy out a little bit. Maybe they just weren't willing to go full bore, or what it was, but like, because the thing is, like, I don't even really drink. If you watch the channel, you probably know, like, very rarely. Special occasions, out with friends, that kind of deal. And I'm definitely not a big beer person. Like, certain ones, a little bit, but not too much. But I do actually enjoy beer and other liquors as, like, when you use them in food aspects and stuff like that. I think they can be really nice, elements to something. So I really was hoping that they would have gone more full bore with this. But at the very least, I can get what they're going for with it. Like I said, there's a savory aspect to it. There is that kind of sort of slight hoppiness to it. Okay. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get him again? Would I recommend him? Maybe and kind of. I do think these are a little bit better in presentation than the beer can chicken was. From what I recall, it's been a few weeks since I reviewed it. They're still not anything amazing. Obviously, they're going to be a limited time flavor, so I may be willing to give them a little bit more of a pass. I don't think they're anything you need to go out of your way to try, but if you run into them, they're not bad chips. Fundamentally, the flavors work. Again, the sort of hoppiness, that slight little bitterness, that might throw some people off, but honestly, it's not to such an extent. Like, if you're somebody who you're, like, completely not into the taste of alcohol, blah, 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 and that's fine. No, not knocking you. I don't think these will cause you problems, because the beer aspect of it is fairly minimal, and the way that it incorporates with the rest of the flavors, it's not a standout flavor. It's there, it's present, but I would say the steakiness is the most prominent flavor. You just get a little bit of that edge. And again, it doesn't taste like alcohol or anything. It just has, again, sort of slight hoppy kind of vibe. And yeah, for me personally, I might get them again just for shits and giggles, because I don't dislike them. But I do wish, like, I think it'd be great if Pringles would come out with these, maybe every summer. I would like to see them revamp this, though. I think they could do way better. But, all that said, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have themselves a truly beer-braised steak-tastic rest of your life. Because, look, unless you're not in, there's people who wouldn't go down for that, but not gonna lie, I'd be if I saw that on the menu and it didn't cost a shit ton of money. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, let me know what you personally feel about these if you do try it. Because, again, like, I know there's, people who probably just, even the mention of, any type of alcohol, and mind you, again, not trying to shit on anybody for it, but I know that that would completely, take that out of the equation for them. For myself personally, because again, like I don't really drink to any extent, but I like to try new things, and so at the very least, I'm typically willing to give it a go. So, but let me know what your experiences are with it.